adding to the stage. Great. So for people that are new to this weekly class, there are many of these that are done through other people throughout the world. This is the Tongren Distance healing session. So this is using a Tongren method for doing distance healing for people all over the world. Our main goal of the healing system is to open a blockage, primarily bioelectricity in the nerves, so that when we release that resistance, there is a communication, the brain-wound connection, and in addition to that, the resources, the real resources for healing are unleashed. And what are those resources? From our own bodies. So this healing technique that I'm going to be using today is going to use those techniques to actually, from a distance, explain through quantum physics or the oneness of Buddha, all these different things. It is based on science, based upon even spirituality and how it works. So for everyone here, take a deep breath, sit with your feet flat on the floor, palms face up, and if you can, put in a chat either on the Facebook page or on the website. And we will begin right away, and we see Rachel right away. Fatigue and lung congestion for Rachel. And then we will go through one by one each chat, and we also see people on Instagram as well as text. So we are doing well. And let me just set up my screens. And I see a message from Catherine and Esther as well. So let's begin. I teach this as a workshop. In fact, I'll be teaching it in 2 days from now for people how to learn this. And what I wanted to do before I begin is for people that are here, say that you're still listening to me at this moment, wherever you are. If you're listening, say hello, say I'm here, and then I want to start to interact with people just to ask some simple questions, but say hello for everyone that's here. It'd be great to hear from you. Say hello. I've already said in hello, and I've announced today is my mom's 98th birthday today. So hats off for my mom. Let's begin. 3-part process for healing as I teach it in my workshop coming up on Saturday itself, 1 to 5 p.m. But drop in the chat or in the Facebook pages or Instagram. I can see the people that are Instagram. I already waved back to them. Mazel tov. Yep, mazel tov for my mom. Yep, she's been around since 1926. Wow. Imagine all the things that have been happening since 1926. On this planet, anyway, most of that is wars. Bonjour. Comment ça va, Catherine? Blood flow to the brain. 3-part process. Fatigue and lung congestion. So everything is about brain wound connections. So command points, because our brain communicates to the rest of the body through the brain wound connection, and just communication links of bioelectricity, biophotons, biochemicals. Those 3 main things. Biophotons are just light particles with information. Command points of the brain initialize the endocrine system and the bioelectrical system. Command points of the brain stem, the cardiac, respiratory, and vasculatory center. So let's take a look, see how many people said hello. Blessings to my mom. They say what makes you live long is strength, stubbornness, and righteousness. Yep. Blood flow, nerve flow to the spine. So let's do complete lung setup for Rachel. T3, T2, T3, bronchial areas. And let me just check on one thing real quick. We're looking at sources for all over the place. So lungs, especially CV17, lung 1, lung 2. And for fatigue, T1 to T8. Immune system boost. And grounding. Liver 3 and kidney 1. So what I want to ask everyone, I'm thinking of doing some more course materials, primarily like some writing. So what topics would you like to see? Maybe small little books, 40, 50 pages, to try to get out more information for everyone. But let me know in the chats where everyone is, what topics that you would like to know more about, or what types of things I can do to help all of you on your healing journey, as well as your Tongren distance healing experiences as well. But what would be a good topic for a book, a small book that everybody might enjoy? And grounding, liver 3 and kidney 1. Okay, so let's look at Catherine. And Ashika. Overall growth, bones, spine, brain, mobility, speech, and sentence making. So let's go right to the sentence making. Broca and Wernicke areas. So let's do craniosacral work right at the moment. And continue. We see Dana, Kristen, Barros. Beautiful BC, Dana Miller. Nice to see you. Bones from the cranial sacral fluid from the brain, T1 for the bones, and GB39 for the bones. Nourishment for the spine, 3 blood flows, carotid artery, vertebral artery, and occipital arteries. Mobility, GV17, ovarian tumor, so that would be castor oil packs and SEAC-T. And for detox, clay programs, and I have a 14-day clay detox program coming up next month, just for that purpose, especially if you're taking chemo. So if you're finishing up your chemo in about within the next 2 weeks, you can take the detox program. So again, for the leukemia, detox meds. So again, that's cranial sacral fluid from the brain stem to the tailbone, sacrum 1 to 5 and tailbone 1 to 4. Leukemia, SEAC-T would be the best. There's a link above for it. So for detoxing, for chemo, for Solojana, breast tumor surgery, so castor oil packs, DIM, DIM, and SEAC-T. And blood flow, liver 3 and kidney 1. More interesting information, look up Anna Kroger about leukemia, cured 5,000 kids of leukemia. There are massage therapy techniques that I've also learned myself for that process, as well as some herbal teas. But she cured 5,000 kids of leukemia, pretty amazing. For detoxing, like I say, clay as a binder for detoxing is one of the best things you can do. So let's go to our Facebook group. We'll do some more work on lung congestion. Paula, lower Less's PSA and tap for Paula to clarify stuffy sinus, blood flow to the brain. And Karen Sulak, blood flow to the brain. Tap for cervical dystonia, scoliosis, and spinal stenosis. Take a look online, look up spinal flossing for the spine. It's basically a way you can liberate the nerves by moving them through the vertebrae so they don't get stuck in the stenosis. Vertebral artery, spinal artery, C1 to C7. So 2 things for scoliosis. One is yoga. The other one is a specific back muscle and joint herbal remedy that I also used. But I had great results reversing scoliosis, lordosis, and kyphosis. So T1 for the bones, spinal stenosis. thyroid, C6, C7, T1 for the thyroid, parathyroid, and the bones. And continue our way down. T7 blood flow for Palma di Lorenzo Katowski. T7 blood flow. L2 for the kidneys. Definitely a castor pack on the kidney area, overnight especially. And piriformis syndrome, we have a very specific point for that, and sciatic. GB30. And also Dana Miller, hip dysplasia and left hamstring and calves. So blood flow, nerve flow, waist to waist. And grounding liver 3 and kidney 1. And next we have we worked on the piriformis, might be causing you sciatic, so GB39, sciatic nerve down the legs, left hip dysplasia, hip to hip for Dana, T7 blood flow, nerve flow, left hamstring and calves. So Dana, you're interested in biogeometry, energy healing, sound, colors. We're going to do more with energy healing as well. We're going to talk about how distance healing works, which is from a quantum biology and quantum circadian rhythm perspective, as well as a spiritual perspective too. So let's work also on Catherine, blood flow to the brain, cardiovascular, so GV17. C3 for the eyes, hawthornberry for the eyes, eyebright tea for the eyes. Tongren for the eyes, blood flow, facial artery to the eyes. And for Lakshmi, autoimmune, both elbows, nose, breathing, sleep, digestion. So again, who's here with us, and what are some topics that you would like to hear about going forward? Hello, Tracy, visiting Florida. Good for you. So, Mary, okay, great. MS lesions on central spine and Lyme. So, we'll work some more on these ideas, Mari. We'll just get more and more focused. And as well. Okay. It's good to see you, Mari. So, reading, email, explanation, interplay, internet, intention, and photon light, and affecting positive change and healing. So that's one topic, but let me know any other ideas you have for our upcoming books, primarily small books, to get started. And where do we begin here? Let me see. Oh, there we are. So again, continuing with Lakshmi and your brother, MB. Blood flow to the brain stem, brain command points, brain stem command points. C3, 4 for the nose breathing, helping, clearing the sinuses, healthy cholesterol. T9 for the liver, spleen, T7 for the spleen, T9 for the liver. And detoxification, clay baths, clay drinks, clay poultices are always really good. You can even make a castor oil compress with clay in it as well. Tighten over lower eyelids, bring loosening from allergies. Sorry to do that. Sky window, occipital artery, working for the cholesterol, balanced sugar, pancreas. Stress-free mind for everyone, GB13, right side. C1 to T12. There we go. Detox, gallbladder, T10, T11. Releasing stones and tumors so that you can use castor oil packs, and for any stones, herbs containing something called chanca piedra, which literally translates to stone breaker. But let's work on the eyes. The C3 for the eyes and the eyelids. Ouch point for the eyes. Is it getting any better, the eyes? And generating bone, T1 for the bones. Left humerus. And going down, T1 to T12, L1 to L5. But T10 for all related to the gallbladder. And left humerus, which is T1 for the bones. Shoulders. And then grounding liver 3 and kidney 1. And we'll tap for a senior bus. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. Okay. And we'll work on the microbiome for vitamin D and B12 absorption. So for everyone, T11, T12, L4, L5. So, how's everybody doing? And let's focus on this area here for calm creation, casserole pack recommendation, feeling better, but a way to go. Keep going for it. You can alternate the liver and the cyst area back and forth. Try to do them overnight. There's a great new company, I forget the name of it, Revive. They make casserole packs. If you email me, I'll send it to you. Casserole packs, highest quality, locally made, with a good wrap, with a tightener wrap, and also a little pocket, and it has a little heater in it. Very cool. So let's jump over to let's work with, we worked with Dana Miller, hip dysplasia, Kristen, and I'm just looking, and Jackie, yep, I'll explain the laser for you. That's a good question, and we'll be seeing you soon. Or are you, yeah, you're in the workshop, I think, yep. So this is for Kristen. Please tap for increased cluster of supraclavicular lymph nodes. You can massage, just squeeze those areas like this. So for a clean bone scan in remission with breast cancer, but still on treatment. Okay, you can do the SEACT casserole packs. I keep saying it, yeah. Casserole packs, SEACT, couple of winners, Detox with clay. Hip dysplasia, left hamstrings, we did. We'll do a little bit more on the hips. So Dana, foods with high vibrational energy, herbs and plants. So if you're not aware, biophotons are life energy. The sun hits the plants transform through photosynthesis from inorganic matter to organic matter that we can consume. It also receives light and we eat the light. The highest biophotonic food in the world is wild edibles, like wild herbs. The second one is organic foods. And of course, sea vegetables are loaded. So non-organic foods are the lowest on the spectrums of vibrational energy. And you can even create energy in your foods with your chi. And remember, as we have a relationship with our food, as I was learning earlier today, the sun hits our eyes. We do some calculations in many ways, and it connects to our microbiome. And then our microbiome will adjust, and then that is important. So you eat locally, organically, your food, whole foods, more biophoton energy. Supraclavicular lymph nodes, it's right here. Clavicle. T1 for the bones. T4 for the breasts. For Kristen. Yeah, clay is a binder. It is the best way to detox. We have a 2-week clay detox program coming up. If anything, get clay for your foot soaks, your clay baths, poultices. It's a binder, electromagnetically binds to toxins and pulls them out of your body. These can even be toxins that are feeding viruses or bacteria or co-infections from Lyme. Raw food has the highest vibrational energy, especially if you mix it in with fresh herbs like parsley, rosemaries. So one of the other things you can do with a castor oil pack is to add frankincense essential oils to it to make it even stronger for anti-cancer help. blood flow to the brain, and mother-in-law has a mass on her kidneys. Let's work on that. Blood flow, nerve flow to the kidneys. Definitely lots of casserole packs, dissolving tumors, cysts, fibroids. I would suggest to add in frankincense oil as well. And left psoas pain for Jackie. Lower back, T6 to T12, L1 to L5. Your son's father's chef, walking with a limp. So for two things, for the nerves, the brachial plexus of the shoulders for the arms, the lumbosacral plexus for the hips, and even hip dysplasia. Do you do yoga, Jackie? Yep, breast cancer in remission, and bone. Yep, let's do it. Kristen. Okay, blood flow to the brain. Brain command points. Blood flow, nerve flow to the spine, and T4 for the breast. Superior, the mammary arteries rather, for the breasts, and T4, and then oxygen for cancer for everyone. Phrenic nerve, T6. Phrenic nerve, CD17, oxygen. Clean bone scan. So T1 for the bones, cranial sacral fluid for the bones, from the crystal palace of the brain to the sacrum 1 to 5, tailbone 1 to 4. T1 for the bones, and GB39 also for the bones. Let's do everything. Yep, and we did work on the supraclavicular area lymph nodes. And let me know how your follow-up CT scan is working out. So over 50, how often to do a detox? Well, it's good to do a couple in a row at the beginning, and then people do them seasonally. That's how we actually present it. We do it every quarter, every season. And then depending on how you're doing, if you maintain a good habit of clay, such as clay detoxing for baths and foot soaks on an ongoing basis, you can do it less. But it's always good to have it integrated into your life on a regular basis. So over 50, so still young. So just as needed, but 2 in a row is really helpful to get some momentum. A lot of times we do a colon cleanse and a detox program, and then maintenance ongoing, especially with healthy foods, high fiber foods, and detox foods like cilantros and chlorellas and spirulinas. So, Jackie, you are a Pilates teacher. Great. Blood flow to the brain. And let's make sure we didn't miss anyone here. Command points of the brain, MS relapse, detox, Epstein-Barr virus testing, Epstein-Barr virus tinctures, extreme fatigue, check your iron and your copper, magnesium and ceruloplasmin levels to make sure your iron is utilized. So Jackie, we'll work on your pain. One of the good things for pain is fermented turmeric with black pepper. That's a really good one for pain. If the pain is extreme, to get through it, there's homeopathic remedy 303, which is like a valerian homeopathic to help with that pain as well. So we'll do all that. And your question is, and for everyone, what do we do with the lasers? As we go over in the workshop, the laser points to a dantian, which is an energy center, like a chakra, upper, middle, or lower. Upper for the brain and the brain area, middle for the organs like the lungs and the chest, lower for the areas of digestion. It charges the battery with red light. So we'll work on that, Jackie. Definitely you should get back to your yoga, your Pilates teaching. Yeah, 15 minutes 2 or 3 times a day would be good, Jackie, for using the laser. And for Rachel, a book, Key Nutrition Concepts. Okay, email me. I have some ebooks already on those topics, and I can give you a lot of good information on that. You're pretty good on that already, but definitely would like to help you with that more. So MS, T1 to T8, anti-inflammation, oxygen, phrenic nerve, T6 for more oxygen, more energy. Breathing through the nose can give you 20% more oxygen as well. So, calm creation, keep up the good work. Kidney cyst, L2. Definitely the castor oil packs. The best way to do a castor oil pack is you rub a little bit of oil on the skin, a small area, then you put it on the pack, put the pack on, and then put some heat on it like a hot water bottle or a heating pad. Ideally, leave it on overnight. But let's do T1 to T8. Anti-inflammation, C2, L2 for the kidneys, and T8 for the pancreas. It's getting compressed. Liver 3 and kidney 1. But let's work again on for SID and for Happy Mama, blood flow to the brain, and Laura. And for Catherine, GB17, cardiovascular, C3 for the eyes, blood flow to the eyes, facial artery to the eyes. So you're taking the senior bus. How old is that bus? And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. But let's continue with the Chi for perfect blood, T1, large focus, GB39 for perfect blood and the bone marrow. For everyone, infrared light therapy increases circulation, increases the charge of what's called fourth phase water, which is our internal. We are basically batteries charged by the sun, and it will increase energy release and all those different things. Light, sun, earth, earthing, that is profound healing. This is also light. This is biophotons, which are generated through our intention, transmitted through basically the biophoton field, and then received through you, either through delivery or through entanglement. Fancy words for connected through a heart of compassion. So for Sid, shoulders, brachial plexus, shoulder release point for Sid. Definitely clay baths for Sid. Definitely clay baths for Sid and everyone. GB13, Laura, calm mind, worry-free mind. And for Sid, T7, blood flow, lumbosacral plexus for the hips, T7, left side for sleep. So again, I'd like to put it out there for people that might be interested in some topics. So the question is, would I recommend taking binders while doing the 2-week clay detox class with you? Depends on what they are and why you want them, because the clay is already a binder. You might want to do more. You can include other types of binders, such as food-based, like cilantros, chlorellas, and spirulinas. But it depends on the time, the type. But they could be good additions, like if you're doing specifically pectins or other things as well. So, better understanding of the trifecta, Trinity, tornado, combination of bioelectricity. Okay, great questions. Bioelectricity, photon light, and observations in healing. Yep, those are all connected, and those are really important. Bioelectricity, photon light, observations, the tornado. Okay, let's continue on. So make sure we don't skip anything. Blood flow to the brain. So next we work with Magnificent Traveler and Gleeful Pal. Strong cardio system, AFib. There are actually herbs for AFib. It's a 20-day round. It looks brilliant. Better healing herbs for AFib. Check it out. High blood pressure, GV17. And for Gleeful Pal, improvements in blood work. What in particular improvements would you like to see? Is that about electrolytes or certain organs? So let's work on the heart. T5 for the heart, L2 for the kidneys, L3 for the lungs, and blood flow for both legs. T7, and then the lumbosacral plexus, and then guiding it down. Anyone with diabetes, look up the book by Gabriel Cousins, The Cure for Diabetes. That would be a good recommendation. I'm also helping people through a nutrition perspective to work with diabetes. And stroke affecting right side. So left side of the brain, right side of the effect. Prostate, L3, pancreas, T8, right side. Improved voice. So let's work on the throat chakra area. Humming. Humming is a good way. It will bring chi to your throat. Generates biophotons. L3 again for the prostate. So for amazing earthling, growing kidney mass, in your mind, visualize it shrinking. Red light therapy, biomats, SEACT, castor oil packs. That would be my recommendations. I just listened to a testimonial from a practitioner this morning about removing endometrial issues using castor oil packs and peritoneal cancer. So let's focus on those as well. And Augustina, welcome. Blood flow to the brain. And a question, could Tongren help with dyslexia? Sure it could. The rewiring of the brain could be done through frequencies, listening to frequencies. It could be done through Tongren, which will help to rewire the brain. Cranial psychotherapy could probably help that a lot. But remember, dyslexia is not a problem. It's just an opportunity to learn in a different way. So don't ever be disenfranchised because of it. But for sure, it can change. You can and do different things. So let me know how Sid is doing. He may have smoke coming from his toes by now. So yep, let me know how old that senior bus is. Kidney mass, L2, T1 to T8. Piriformis syndrome. I'm presuming that creates sciatic pain. Lumbocervical plexus, piriformis area on the right, GB30 on the left, GB30 as well, and then the peritoneum area, tailbone 1 to 4, and the Huayin point on the peritoneum. And for Augustina and then Santino, blood flow to the brain command points, brain stem command points, and 3 blood supplies for the brain. Carotid artery, vertebral artery, and occipital artery, and then the main target, TV17, the brain stem itself. Martha, essential tremors. There's a good herb, Mucuna pruriens for Parkinson's. Or, I'm sorry, just essential tremors. Same situation, same herbs, I should say, essential tremors and Hashimoto's. C6, C7, more grounding, more sunlight at sunrise, very beneficial. T1 to T8. C3 for the eyes again. Ouch point for the eyes for Catherine. Grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. Let's jump back to our friends on Facebook. Leonard is checking in, doing much better now. Yahoo! Great, glad to hear it, Leonard. The question is, do I recommend a homeopathic brand other than Boiron? There is one other company I use because it is actually vegan. So there is a vegan homeopathic company. If you email me, I'll send it to you. I don't have it in front of me, but there is another company that I use that is vegan. Boiron is very good. And that would be, I can send that to you. You increased magnesium and also took boron. Boron is very important these days. And what else? Catherine, yuck, yuck. Yuck. Okay, I get it. And I think we're good here. So Donna Miller, can Tongren be used for less physical issues such as OCD, anxiety, depression, autism spectrum? So that's a big question. OCD, definitely hormone balancing, but remember, get back to the gut, the microbiome. Make sure the microbiome is healthy and thriving, because there's a communication link between the brain and the microbiome. OCD can also be too much sugar in the diet. Anxiety can be also from the gut. So I would really focus on the gut and plenty of light exposure, sunlight exposure every day. Depression, again, microbiome, because neurotransmitters like happy hormones are from the gut, transmitted from the gut to the brain. So again, go there. Autism spectrum, different. Detox the brain. Increase health in the microbiome to reduce inflammation, but autism specifically, detoxing heavy metals from the brain. Clay is really good for that as well. So I hope that answers your question there. And Esther, let me pull up Esther right this second. Esther. And yes, I didn't respond. Esther, yes, I have been watching reruns of Scarlet. Yes. Some of them I never saw, had never seen. So they're great. Unfortunately, also, I found a channel that shows 24 hours a day Star Trek for free. And that's a dangerous thing, but those are good too. If you like Star Trek, it's called the Pluto channel. So blood flow to the brain. And Mari, MS lesions on the spine and lung. Blood flow to the brain. Mold, smoke, detox. T1, T8, but definitely clay would be the way to go. Sinus and lung infections, so let's do C3. L3 and infections, T1 to T8, T9 for the liver. So in terms of severe cognitive issues, if you detox the brain, it will recover. Craniosacral therapy nourishes the brain. The brain immune system is in the craniosacral therapy fluid, so that would be a good way to go. And grounding, but MS lesions, T1 to T8. So let's increase oxygen to negatively impact Lyme and other things. So oxygen, for everyone. Carotid artery, vertebral artery, and occipital artery for Mari. T1 to T8. Digestive issues for everyone, the microbiome, T11, T12, L4, L5, and digestive issues, aloe vera juice. There's actually a link above with a coupon for 15%. I just passed that on to everyone. They gave me that because I was supporting them so much, so we can support you guys. So pain relief, T1 to T8 for Esther. Sacrum 1 to 5 for the bladder. Neuropathy, brachial plexus, lumbosacral plexus. I would definitely put some oil, like even sesame oil and cayenne pepper on your hands and your feet. For worsening neuropathy and for your hands and your feet. GB13 right side for the memory and OCD and those different things. Grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. For anyone that doesn't watch Masterpiece Theater and Scarlet and the Baron, it's a great show, brilliantly written. So Mari, you just got your SEAC? Yep, it's a winner. It's definitely a winner. And we get a couple more. Blue Sky, Healthy Bones. Blood flow to the brain, brain command points. Relaxed mind for Dean, pain-free shoulders for Paul. Brachial plexus and shoulder release point, very specific point for releasing tension and pain in the shoulders. Eyelids are loosening, mucus. You can put a dab of castor oil on the eyelids to help that whole area to cleanse and circulate better. So for oral health, teeth and gums, I forget the name of the one that I used, but look up the oral microbiome. I think it was Natural Smiles is one of the ones that I used for teeth and gums. Natural Smiles, I think it was. It was a paste that I used. It's good stuff. Yep. So urinary urgency, partly related to candida. So definitely build up your microbiome with the probiotics. Hawthorn berry in any form for you, Ferris. And from a Tongren perspective, health, teeth and gums, C3, 4, and 5. C3, C4 for the nostrils. Definitely thin membranes, but hawthorn berry inhalations for other things as well. I'm trying to think of what would be the best pipe for that. Trying to think of what would be a good thing to put in your nose. T1 to T8, anti-inflammation, upper chest. For yoga, do poses that open the chest, fish pose, upward dog and downward dog, of course. Candida, T11, T12, L4, L5, microbiome. Definitely fermented foods, gut shots, and others. T3 for the tonsils. Tonsils, C3, 4, and 5. Gums, C5, 6, and 7. Stress, welcome to America. T7 for blood flow. And the knees, bladder 54, and the ouch point for the knees as well. Lynn. S1 to S5 for urinary urgency as well. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. Sorry for going over on time, everyone. I just want to make sure I don't miss anyone. Is the detox safe for teens? Sure it is. Yep, absolutely. Just let me know the age. I think it should be fine. So Hawthorne, maybe try a glycerin tincture used in a neti pot. That's interesting. For sure. Or just Hawthorne essential oils. I think there might be such a thing. Or just Hawthorne berry tea. Hawthorne paste, which is like a delicious jam. Those are excellent. I use that, put it on bread, or just have it as a medicine on a regular basis. It's really good for the veins, the heart, diabetes, those different things. So, Joyce Welby, welcome. Blood flow to the brain, and we'll do a big tune-up and inflammation, and for everyone, a lymph tune-up as well. Blood flow to the brain command points, brain stem command points. T3 for the eyes. So for psoas muscle contraction, definitely put magnesium chloride transdermal oil on it. It will help quickly. Hashimoto, C6, C7. And for everyone, a lymph tune-up. 2 times in the neck, axillary lymph in the armpits, inguinal lymph, and down to the feet, liver 3 and kidney 1. And we did it. Thank you for everyone for joining. Now just sit back and we'll do Qigong. And let me know before you leave any ideas for topics. If you're interested in the workshop on Saturday, the Detox 2-week program, definitely let me know about that as well. And we'll play the healing tone. Thank you for joining. Blessings to everyone. People are feeling the chi, which is great. See you next week. And don't forget Saturday, merci, bienvenue, omelette du fromage. All right. Joyce, thank you for joining us. Sit and relax. Definitely for the muscle contractions, the magnesium chloride transdermal, it's magnesium going right into muscles right away. Rachel, thank you for joining as well. Have a great day, everyone. Blessings. Be kind to one another, and the world will be a kinder place as well. Take care. Love to all. Blessings to everyone. And the question for the class on the 20th, yes, there is still room. Tracy, if you'd like to join, that'd be awesome. That'd be great. Take care and have a great day. I can get a laser to you too, Tracy, if you want. Have a great day.